What is up, guys? My name is Asteroid and welcome back to the next episode of our Pokemon competitive guide. So guys, today we're going to be going in and covering Lucario thanks to Next Gen. If you guys want your favorite Pokemon or just any Pokemon in general to be covered on this series, then go down there in the comment section, smack a comment, and I will definitely get on that. So Lucario is Next Gen's favorite Pokemon. So I am hoping that I do well here. I've come up with a lot of different sets here. Lucario is a very diverse Pokemon, so we have a lot of sets to cover today, a lot more than usual, so this should be very exciting. But without further ado, we have the first Lucario set, named Next Gen, of course, which is very, very appropriate. But we have the moves Swords Dance, Bullet Punch, Close Combat, and E-Speed, going with the fully offensive Lucario. And Mega Lucario and regular Lucario can both be run as physical or special attackers, so this Pokemon really does put in nothing but the finest. Now, the one thing that really surprised me about Lucario was its move pool. Lucario has a giant move pool. It really does have a lot of moves to choose from, but starting off here, you want to go max attack, max speed, and 4 in HP. Regular Lucario does not have the best speed stat in the world. It is 90 base speed, so that's why I recommend going with the Jolly Nature and try and get the most out of that speed stat. If you are okay with not being as fast, go with the Admin Nature and try to get the most out of that. But since we are running Swords Dance and boosting our attack, I recommend just going with the positive speed nature and get that going. But for the ability we have Justified, we also have as options, we have Inner Focus and Steadfast. Inner Focus is definitely a situational ability. It does come in handy occasionally. Like, I love my Mega Gallade because of Inner Focus. It really does help counteract like Kangaskhan's, Medicham, all those Pokemon that go for fake outs. It really does do wonders and people don't usually expect it. So if you want to run Inner Focus for those fake outs and those Rock Slide flinches, then you can definitely do that. Steadfast is also a flinching based ability. If Lucario does flinch, it's going to raise your speed stat by 1, which is not horrible at all, seeing as you only have 90 base speed, and it could definitely help boost that. In my personal opinion, I recommend Justified. Justified is going to raise your attack stat by 1 every time you get damaged by a Dark type attack. Now, seeing as you are a Steel and Fighting type, you can take the Dark type hits for days because you do resist them, and every time you get hit by a Dark type attack, it's just going to make yourself do more damage, so I do recommend this. And seeing as we are running 2 priority moves, Bullet Punch and E-Speed, the speed is not really necessary because you're going to be hitting first with those moves. So I do recommend Justified over any other ability on this particular Lucario. But moving on, we have Focus Sash. The idea behind Focus Sash is you take a hit, get a Swords Dance off, and then proceed to outspeed and wreck with Bullet Punch, Close Combat, and E-Speed. I did mention Lucario's move pool earlier, and we're going to be covering all the physical moves it gets right here. So starting off, we have Iron Tail. Now, Iron Tail is not that accurate, but it is the only other physical steel type move that Lucario gets, and that's viable. So you could run Iron Tail if you are not afraid of that accuracy over the Bullet Punch. We have Blaze Kick for the Fire type coverage. We have Crunch for the Dark type coverage. Drain Punch instead of the Ghost Combat if you're interested in that. Then we have Earthquake, just another fantastic move. High Jump Kick, you could run this over the Ghost Combat. We have Ice Punch for the Dragons. We have Poison type for more coverage. And finally, we have Stone Edge, Thunder Punch, and Instant Headbutt, all for more coverage. So choose whichever moves you think will be best for your team. But let's move on to the next Lucario set. This set is pretty much the special equivalent of the first set. So as you can see, Lucario has base 115 special attack, which is not bad at all. Compared to its 110 attack stat, it can definitely make both stats work. But that being said, max special attack, max speed, and 4 in HP. Go with the Timid Nature, try to get the most out of that speed. And seeing as we are running Nasty Plot on this set, I do not recommend the Modest Nature. Just max out your speed and you are good to go. But for the other moves, we have Aura Sphere, which is a very, very good special fighting type attack, 80 base power, and it does not check accuracy, which means this attack will always land. We have Flash Cannon, which is a great steel type attack, 80 base power, 100% accuracy, has a chance to lower the target's special defense. Very, very great. And finally, we have Dark Pulse for the coverage, 20% chance to flinch, and overall a great move. So, idea here is you sub Nasty Plot, take a hit with your Focus Sash, and then dish out the damage with Aura Sphere, Flash Cannon, and Dark Pulse. Now, I did have an idea here. As you can see, Lucario gets Agility, which is right here. Now, I was thinking, instead of the Nasty Plot, you could run Agility, and then instead of the Timid Nature, you could go with a Modest Nature. Basically, you sub the Agility first turn instead of the Nasty Plot, and you become faster, but not as hard hitting. You could also run Agility on the first set, swap out Swords Dance for Agility, and then go with the Adamant Nature. It really depends on whether you want to boost your speed or your offenses. Whatever you want to boost, Lucario's got that for you. As you can see, we're not running the Justified on this set because we're not a physical attacker. We don't need that attack boost. So you can choose between Steadfast or Inner Focus. I kind of like Steadfast because it's going to raise your speed. And if you're not running Agility, this could be a very, very good thing. But if you are running Agility, then Inner Focus may be the better choice. It can completely negate all those flinches, and it does throw your opponent off guard occasionally. So finally, we'll move on to the other special moves Lucario gets. We have Dragon Pulse, which is not bad. Focus Blast, if you want to run this instead of the Aura Sphere. It does have lower accuracy, but more power. We have Psychic for more coverage, and Shadow Ball for more coverage there. Anyways, I think that is it for regular Lucario. So let's move on to Mega Lucario. Just kidding, we have one more set to cover here. So we have a Physical Choice Scarf Lucario. Now, it is pretty simple. Max attack, max speed, choice scarf, of course, with the Justified ability. Try to get the most out of your attack stat through that ability. We have close combat, crunch, earthquake, and poison jab. You can choose whichever 4 physical attacks will work best for you. If you really wanted to, you could run this as a special attacker. You can swap out all these special moves for the special moves of your choice, and then go with max special attack, modest nature, and then swap out Justified for Inner Focus. But anyways, I think we are finally ready to move on to Mega Lucario. Now, Mega Lucario is super powerful. You guys can see right here, base 145 attack, 140 special attack, and 112 speed. So now it's super fast, super hard hitting on both sides of the spectrum, and it really does put in the work, especially with this ability, and we're going to be talking about the ability here in a sec. But looking at this first set, we have max attack, max speed, 400 HP. Now, we are going with a Jolly nature here because we have base 112 speed, and we're already boosting our attack with Swords Dance. You might as well go with that and outspeed everything you possibly can. But for the moves, Swords Dance, of course, try and get as many of those up as possible, and then pretty much Close Combat, Bullet Punch, and Ice Punch your way to victory. But for the ability, guys, when Lucario Mega Evolves, it gets Adaptability. Adaptability is going to give you a 2x boost on your stab moves instead of the typical 1.5x boost. So Close Combat and Bullet Punch will be doing a ton of damage, especially after you start Swords Dancing. So this Pokemon is literally insane. The bulk is not that great. It definitely makes up for it with its super high offenses, great move pool, fantastic ability, and really good speed stat. So let's move on to the final Mega Lucario set. For this set, you want to go max special attack, max speed, and 400 HP. Aura Sphere, Flash Cannon, Dark Pulse, and Psychic will give you a lot of coverage there. We have Adaptability, of course, to boost your Aura Sphere and Flash Cannon. For the moves, you could swap out the Psychic or Dark Pulse for Nasty Plot if you want to try and get some stat raises there and do even more damage. And also, I forgot to mention this, but another great special fighting type move that Lucario gets is Vacuum Wave. Vacuum Wave is basically the special version of Bullet Punch. So you can definitely run this move if you are looking for some priority. Combining Adaptability, Nasty Plot, and your super high special attack stat, Vacuum Wave should be able to do a lot of damage despite its low base power. But that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to smash that like button down below, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!